I have no idea, guys, why that happened. We were in the midstream having a great chat. Everything was lovely, and there's nobody in the room. Was I banned? Oh, there's three people in the room. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. We have no idea why that happened. No idea. Let this be a lesson to never put your streaming gear under the chimney, Scotty Love. And Andrew Wolkowicz with Canadian $20. First, you owe me a song. Upvote and subscribe, everyone, and become a Patreon if you can. Merry Christmas. Super chat gong for you. What the hell? I have absolutely no idea what happened there. We're having a chat. We had Dane and Emmett on the show, and Andrew and Steve. Everything was going really, really well. And kaboom, we just went dead. And we didn't even realize it. We were talking. We thought Dane and Emmett lost their signal, and we were just chit-chatting and blah, blah, blah. And then I looked up at the screen, which I don't do that often to see the numbers or whatever, and it said stream ended. I was like, I did not end the stream. There's only 10 people now, and I'm very sorry, Bashers. YouTube has not been so kind to me right now, and I don't know why we got kicked off. YouTube being the Grinch. Andrew Wolkowicz. Wow, that's really... Someone hit the end button. Who could have hit the end button? I think Scotty Love says, I just tuned in and it crashed, and I thought I did it. You did not do it. You have to be an admin, which it's me or a Sheen, or Dana has a wrench. Dana, you didn't hit end, did you? No, she was on the stream and she was just chatting and it just stopped. How weird is that, guys? I'm so sorry. Here is the invite. It's new. It's a new invite. So that is it right there. iBashers at blah 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 blah. Sorry about that. There's Fergal. Hi, Fergal. We opened up this beautiful bottle of Pichon. Look at that. Isn't that the way you want it to look? All drippy and yummy. Pichon Comtesse, which is my favorite wine in the world. And I did open it up with your incredible gift. Thank you so much. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. Dana wasn't. Listen, Dana doesn't need to be invited to Italy. Dana's open invitation for whenever she wants to be in Italy. She could just be like, by the way, I'm on a plane. I'm like, great. It's going to be fine. That's so funny. There's Andrew. What happened? How did that happen? Do we even know?
I don't know. We were in the middle of a chat, and then all of a sudden I saw this thing come up under you that said stream ended, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
You
But then
saw that before I did, obviously.
oh yeah.
But
But
I would have announced, you know how I end the show. I end the show the same way every day for over a
I
year
was trying
now.
to figure out what the hell it was.
I don't know
I'm
how
not
that
used
could
to this.
have.
I can't even see the chats right now.
I don't know how that could have happened. I
When
don't know.
I'm
Andy M is
on with
back.
you, when
Ray Ray
I'm
says,
on with
I did
you,
it.
I
So
can't
did my
see
wife.
anything other than you and whatever you bring up on the screen. I don't see any of the chats, which is probably a good thing.
The only person or persons that could end a show would be myself,
People can
Asheen,
be weird.
because
Yeah,
I'm the
mean.
channel owner.
Weirdos.
Asheen is a administrator, co-owner, moderator. He
His
can do
family
it.
senior is still under the blanket, purring his guts out, happy as
Drones.
a clam because he's covered under a furry blanket.
Oh, that's awfully nice. We have heat tonight. You know why we have heat tonight? Because
Turkey
last
there.
night I called the city and I complained. Next thing you know,
I got
heat
no
came up.
sound, Dirt.
You have no sound? Where's the sound? Ooh, a gorgeous bottle of wine, Dirk. Yes. But let me tell you something about this bottle. That's on your end because you got to have sound. This is the sister. This is the Pichon Comtesse Reserve 2020. So there's only, now it'll be 5 years old. The real shit is called Pichon Longueville Comtesse de Lalande, and that's the lady. We call it the lady. And fat elbows. I wish that were true, but I don't. I have pretty slender elbows. In order to stop a stream, I have to hit end stream, and then it says, "Are you sure you want to end?" I'm not muted. I am not muted. Hold on. I'm going to remove him, and I'm going to put him back. How about now? Do you hear me now? Scotty Love thought DL showed off my electric. She didn't, because she can't do that. Emmett's like, I don't know what happened. No, I don't know. It's just so weird. We had like 55 people in the room, and then it just, I didn't even notice it died, Emmett. I didn't even, we were yakking. Anyway, this is like 80, 85 bucks in the store. So this is amazing stuff. But the big sister she's the experienced one. This is kind of the ingenue, so to speak. But it's an absolutely incredible bottle of wine. Yeah. Okay. But everybody can hear me but you. Totally muted. Go look at your settings, Andrew. Everyone else can hear me but you. Leave and come back. Here you go. Andrew. Leave and come back. Because I don't know how else that could happen. I don't know how that could happen. Oh, this is probably YouTube just goofing with me. Hey guys, welcome. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. I was listening to a link, please. Okay, let me send Emmett the link. Okay. Copy Emmett. Yay. I don't know how that happened. That shit happens. Send him the link. And guys, that's the link up here if you want to come on in and say hi. We're on here for a while. There's Andrew. Are you back? Do we hear you?
I'm here and I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ah, it was your end. You know, that's Canada.
Yeah, well,
It's Canada. Do you say Canada or Canada?
Canada.
Say it again. Say it for us.
Canada.
Oh, you say Canada. That's what Americans say, Canada. But I hear a lot of Canadians say, well, us up here in Canada.
Dirk, I've had people say that I mispronounce many words, even though I was born and raised here. And I
That's
don't know
where you're
whether
from.
Well, my mom was an American and my dad was Polish Ukrainian, born in the prairies. So it's a damn miracle that I don't drag my knuckles when I walk.
You don't drag your knuckles. Oh my God.
Here's an example, something that people make fun of. When you record a record, what's the other word for it? Starts with A.
When you record a record?
Yeah, what's the other word for it? Because apparently everybody says I mispronounce it. And I always have, and I can't seem to get it right.
You mean the process of recording?
No, a record. It starts with
Album.
album.
What do you say?
Album.
That's the correct word.
Yeah,
What
well,
do they say?
everybody, I say album, and everybody in Canada giggles and says you said it wrong.
What do they say?
I have no idea.
It's an
I hear
album.
album.
We're working on it. Listen, I've made a few of those. And they're called albums.
I meet people in Canada, they think I'm American. I meet people in America and they're like, "Oh, hi. Where are you from?"
I mean, it's an
Apparently,
album. You record a record
yeah, an
album.
album.
Is
Although
there
I've
another word for it
only
that I don't know about? People don't
I
even know what
don't
an album is anymore. They just know what Sabrina Carpenter's doing. Do you even know who Sabrina Carpenter is?
know.
She's a giant star in the US right now.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think everybody sounds like Billie Eilish now. Everybody to me sounds like Billie Eilish. Scotty Love is like
pretty and
album.
she's pretty and she's got a great rack, but I feel almost dirty saying that because of the age difference.
Well, do you know that because she has an ample bosom, she has tried very, very hard to keep that at a minimum. That's why she wears such baggy clothes, because she doesn't
Do
want to be objectified.
you remember Tiffany?
Yeah, I think we're alone now. Sure.
Oh my God.
Don't be old man. Well, actually, she's probably your age, if not maybe
She
older.
is my age, but she's like a triple D easy. And it's
And the
so
eye
bad.
bashers hits an all-time low.
Oh, I haven't even started yet, baby. You know
I mean,
what?
it's an
It's kind of
interesting thing.
funny.
It's a very interesting thing what floats people's boats, you know. I
You
mean,
know
like I
what
had
I've
a
noticed though?
what?
And this is kind of funny. I'll have women coming into my work and they'll look at me, they'll smile at me, they'll actually maneuver to come over to talk to me for a minute or two. But if they're walking in with their husbands, they walk past me and they have the poker face on, like,
My
and you
my
can
my
just
my
tell
my
the
my
doing
my
the
my
vibe.
poker
Please
face.
don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me.
Hmm. Well, listen, that's what you want to do. Listen, if you fancy somebody, the last thing you want is your husband to know.
Oh Jesus, yeah. About a year and a half before Sam passed, we were at. It was one of the last times we'd gone out to dinner. We were in a sit-down restaurant, and she goes, "The blonde over your shoulder with the guy and the three kids is staring at you." And she keeps looking over, and the guy's looking confused. And I said, "I'm not looking, Sam. I am not looking, Sam." And she's like, "Yeah, you will." "No, Sammy, I'm not looking. I'm not going to turn around and look." And all of a sudden, she reaches for the salt and go, "Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Could you grab that for me?" It's amazing how women can do that so nonchalantly and make
Men
it
do
look
it
like,
too. You just don't realize it because you're not in that game.
yeah. So I'll turn her down and I pick up the salt and I turn back to her and she smiles and I'm like, okay, in 1995, she'd been living as a lesbian for 8 years, but on her birthday, she got a free pass from the person she was with. And that particular year, I was the free pass.
Oh, Selena says, "Is Sabrina trying to be the next Madonna? Her pick of a Christmas tree was risque." I mean, I don't know enough, Selena, about Sabrina. However, like I for me, originality is the most important thing, and like Madonna wasn't the most original person, but she was at the time. So I like a
In the
lot of the
80s
stuff that
and
she did.
90s, Madonna was fucking, sorry for swearing, Madonna was smoking. And I love the
I
look and I
mean,
like the music. But now,
Like a Prayer, Erotica, and I'm Breathless are those records are masterful. They're
yeah,
incredible
they were
records.
great. But
The rest of it, I
Madonna
don't care about.
now,
I like a Virgin. I don't care. I like Borderline, but I don't really care. I love Secret from her bedtime stories. Remember that song, Secret? I love that song. That's
do you
Emmett and
remember,
Emmett. Next time we're in the studio together, let's do Secret because I love that
what was
song.
that song?
Things haven't been the
Dirk, do you remember a
same.
song from the 70s called Squeeze Box?
Mama's got a squeeze back
Yeah,
vitamin
that's
to
it.
that night. Sure, I know that.
I was in Catholic school, grade school, and that was on the radio. And some of
Ray
us
of
were
Light is a
walking,
great song.
and we were
Yeah, I
walking
mean,
around singing it, and the nuns went
we're back.
nuts. And we couldn't figure out why because we were all in like grade 2 or 3 at the time.
Oh, sure,
Oh,
that was a great tune. Paul had me. Paul's a disco lunatic, and I don't know how it happened, but we stumbled upon this artist. Shit, I have to give me a second, and I'll find out what it's called.
by the
Because
way,
it'll
it's
be
selfish and inconsiderate as hell of you of keeping a hairline that like that past the age of 40. By the way, just saying.
what?
Oh yeah, totally
What do you
selfish and inconsiderate, making it that much more difficult for the rest of us.
to keep a hairline? You know, I've been accused of getting hair plugs on this show. You know that, right?
Yeah, people are
I have
screwed.
a guy that watches this show that constantly says, "Dirk, your hair plugs look really good."
I told my kids I was screwing around with them. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do a wig. I'll just do a comb over. I'll let the hair grow to my eyebrows and my freaking ears, and I'll do a comb over. It's my own hair. It'll look totally natural.
Uh,
And they looked
don't
like
worry
they were,
about it.
and they went, "Ooh."
Don't worry about it. Don't
Don't
worry
do
about it.
that,
I
please. Don't
married
do that.
bald, but I prefer bald. I think bald is a great look. I don't think it would work well for myself.
Oh,
I
did I
wouldn't.
tell you why I got rid of the mustache?
No.
Okay. I had a really rough day at work. I was very, very sore. I came home, I took a hot shower, and I'm like, I gotta lie down and put my legs up. And I walk into the bedroom, and Olive's in here, and she's doing what cats do to themselves. And I'm like, whatever. If I had a back that was that flexible, I'd probably do it myself. Anyways, I go in and I lie down. And I just close my eyes and I feel her walking up the bed and she's sitting on the pillow and she's purring. And then she starts grooming my mustache. She was just cleaning her butt.
Hmm.
At that point, I stood up, I walked straight into the bathroom, and I shaved.
Um, you should grow a Fu Manchu because you'll make Happy Meal very happy.
Actually, after I shaved, quite a
He
few of the
broke up
women.
with me after my Sunday mass. You know that, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I spoiled his game.
Oh,
I
poor
know.
soul.
I thought we were like I actually was gonna make a thumbnail of us like walking hand in hand through a field, going to the movies together, enjoying a bottle of wine in a restaurant, and all this fun stuff. Because there was this like fun little, like YouTube flirtation. And then I was like, stop being mean to my friend. and
Okay,
then
here's the
and
thing.
then
For
it was
tonight,
over. Hold on,
all
I gotta give
my
Scotty H a bang. Hold on, hold that thought. Hold that thought. I know you
go
go a
bang
million
Scotty
miles now.
H.
Hold on. Scotty H. Emmett wants to drop you a link. Listen, I'm open. I gave him a link. YouTube is just being super douchey to me right now.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Rob Morrison is here. Oh,
Oh, by the way, I'm still angry with O'Sheen for last Christmas.
what did he do to you last Christmas? He
He
pulled out?
mentioned, bitch. He mentioned Guinness and Prosecco was tasty.
Yeah, they are
So,
both.
yeah,
Not don't
very
mix them.
freak.
Don't mix them. Did you mix them?
Well, he said 50-50 mix. I can't remember what he
He
called it,
said
but he said,
that?
yeah. So I grabbed a case of Guinness, which is 24, and a few bottles of Prosecco, and I put on 15 pounds in a week and a half.
Oh, Shane said
So
you should mix Prosecco and Guinness. I don't think that. I think you misheard that. Because listen, he's a
if I
purist. I don't think he
misheard,
would do that.
you know what? It is tasty though. But
Sounds gross
it
to
took
me
it took me till May to lose
to get rid
10
of
of
that.
that. Yeah, but my birthday's in May, and it's tasty.
When is your birthday?
May 7th.
Oh, so you're a tourist.
Taurus. So what do? Because I'm a freaking moron. I pick up 12 more Guinness and another couple of bottles of Prosecco, and I put the weight back on in a weekend. In a
Hold on, I'm
weekend,
dropping. I'm dropping Emmett another link. Hold on.
like
Where is
being
this
being over 50 with weight gain sucks, and not in a fun way.
shit? I like. So I went on my keto thing, and it was going great. All that stuff was good, and then
Yeah.
like the shit hit the fan. The next thing you know, I'm in like hospital cafeterias eating rolls with cheese and crap,
Oh,
and it's just like
oh.
just sabotaged my whole thing. It was horrible. Anyway,
Did
Rob
you know
Marson,
the
$10. Hold on. When you see a super chat, hold on.
do you think?
Rob Marson, $10. Merry Christmas, lads. RE album. We Anglophones don't hear vowels at all. Everything's a schwa. When you learn French, you have this to start hearing them, and it's really hard. Joyeux Noël. Joyeux Noël, monsieur. Je comprends donc plus français. Je parle en mal français, monsieur. Merci beaucoup pour le super chat. Let's give you something wonderful for that. Cowbell. My French used to be super great. Angelo Minikillo, $15. Dirk. All the best to you and the Bashers. P.S. I am getting the Cybertruck. Oh God, he's getting it on Sunday. Oh my God, on Sunday. Okay,
You
Sunday
know what? They are
mass.
cool looking.
I'm
The
obsessed with them.
Cybertrucks are cool looking. I saw one at my work,
I'm
but
obsessed with them.
virtually everybody puts a wrap on it.
Virtually everybody does put a wrap because they're very fingerprinty.
Yeah.
They're most people are wrapping it. I don't know what Angelo's going to do, but that's a giant one. Let's give you a big bang. Well, that's a big one. So let's go. And Scotty H says Emmett wants to drop you a link. I don't think I give you a bang boom for that. I'm doing what I can, Lord H, but like I'm just here and I send the link. I sent it directly to his because we're friends, so we have each other's phone numbers. I sent him the link. He's very busy with he's in Dublin with
He's
his
got
mother.
family, man.
They're playing Trivial Pursuit, and I'm sure he's winning, even though he says he's not. I mean, listen, when it comes to trivia and stuff, and I'm extremely competitive when it comes to trivia, the guy I want on my team, Emmett O'Malley.
My years back, when myself and all three of my two brothers were all married, and the one year we all got together for Trivial Pursuit, and their wives are like, oh crap. Because my older brother, who my parents raised each of us completely differently. It was like it was some sort of experiment or some freaking thing. He's completely into nature, hunting. You could drop him on any continent on the planet, and you'd show up at 10 years later, and he'd probably have a tribe.
Really?
He could answer. Yeah, he's that guy. He sounds like he's. Oh, what the hell's his name? There's an actor. Sam
Waterston.
something. No, mustache. Sam something.
Elliot.
Sam Elliott. He sounds like Sam Elliott.
Really?
He really does. Now he's had his back broken, and he recovered from that, so he's got definitely a different walk from that. But he sounds like Sam Elliott. Then there's my younger brother, who at 51
exactly like Sam Elliott. It's incredible.
Matt
He's got
sounds
maybe
pretty
the greatest voice in the history of voices.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although I've had ex-girlfriends, and my kid brothers had ex-girlfriends as well, that said, if I call your house, I can't tell the difference between you, either of your brothers, or your dad on phone. You all sound exactly the same.
By the way, for your edification, Angelo is going for the 3M titanium color wrap for the truck. Gotta match the values in my heart. Oh,
Nice.
I'm going to give you a giant bang boom for that. The bet. What do I have? What's good enough for that? I'm going to go. You're driving me to drink, Angelo. Amazing.
Okay, for Baldwin's wife, you should have like somebody cutting up a cucumber and then dropping it into a gin and tonic.
We're very big fans of the man, Alec Baldwin, and
I like the guy.
He's a great guy. Very bad stuff that happened to him. His wife, we do not like.
I don't like his gun handling. He did not follow policy.
I mean, what a sucker he is for that.
She's oh my God.
And they have 7 children. God bless.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. I had 2 and I lost everything.
He was just on Saturday Night Live the other night, and he fell into a puddle because they were doing the 5 Timers Club. And Alec Baldwin has hosted Saturday Night Live more than any other person in history.
Did you hear what he said when he did?
He said, "I've got too many children."
when he was cast for Hunt for Red October, he's like, "This will make me. This will be great." Oh, they got Sean Connery, but he's an old guy. It's me. It's all about me. And then Sean Connery walks onto the set, in the hairpiece and the Russian officer's uniform, and he's like, nobody's even going to remember I'm in this goddamn movie. Like, come on. Who doesn't want to have that look?
Alec Baldwin was at one point the most beautiful man in the world. You
Got to give him that
cannot be
one.
you cannot be more handsome than he was. I mean,
Yeah.
now he's a portly older man, but holy crap, in his heyday.
You know what?
I
If he lost about 40 or so pounds, he'd be
he's still,
smoking.
yeah, but he's in his mid 60s now. And
Who
like,
shares?
he's just tired of it
Do
probably.
you know what the doctor told me, that bastard on my last medical?
He said
He told
you have an XY chromosome?
piss off. He told me that if he didn't know my birth date, based on my bone density, muscle structure, reflexes, and he had me on the freaking oxygen thing on the bicycle, blood work, and all the rest.
All free, by the way, right? Completely free, all of your medical care?
Yeah, no.
No?
No, only basic shit.
So if no, this is important. So let me ask you a question as a Canadian person who you guys have to deal with socialized medicine. So
It's a joke.
It's a joke?
If you go in 20 times for the same, and I was told this while Sam was sick, if you go in 20 times for the same thing the 21st time, they will not help you. You are
Well, 20 times is excessive, but if you want to get your yearly physical,
Sam
that's
was
completely
brittle
covered.
diabetic. Sam was brittle diabetic. The 21st time they went in, they wouldn't treat her.
They said no?
They let her die. They notified me a few hours later. And she knew this in advance going in because I couldn't treat her at home. When the doctor had taken me aside a few years earlier and said, look, do you have any hobbies? And I said, no. And he said, music, sports. And I said, no. I just take care of the family, I take care of her, and I work. And I'm in a hospital with him, and he can't smoke. And he goes, oh, you smoke? Give me a cigarette. And I go, we're in a hospital. Give me a cigarette. I gave him a cigarette, and he goes, have one. So I lit my smoke. He took one drag, didn't inhale, and he goes, at a certain point, your kids are going to grow up and move out, and you are going to be alone. Get a hobby, learn music, something.
Oh, so he's trying to dissuade you from the smoking.
No, he wanted me to. I said, how long? And he said it could be 2 weeks, 2 months.
So they've actually refused treatment? Because Chris J is saying, listen, I don't know. I don't live in a socialized country, and I wish I did, but that's free in the Canada I live in.
Basic stuff is free. Even when my mom had cancer, she had cancer multiple times on the left side of her body.
Was that all covered?
Covered, but what's the wait list? The last time they said, okay, it'll be 18 months and we'll get her in for an MRI.
So let me ask you a question. So hold on, because I know your brain works 50 miles an hour.
Yes, it does.
Okay, you don't stop. If I got diagnosed with cancer tomorrow and I went to the doctor in Toronto and I said, and he said, you've been diagnosed with cancer. Here's the treatment we need to do. When would I get to start it?
Probably 18 months.
They'd really make you wait that long?
My dad, as soon as he heard that my mom had the cancer, and she passed a number of years ago, he called the States, booked a clinic in Buffalo for the next morning because they told them 18 months. He took her over the border, walked into an American clinic, paid, because if you can pay, you get it.
Wait a second. And you can pay what?
And that's the part.
What do you have to pay though?
Money, baby.
Privately? Like
privately.
Where does the pricing system comes from?
In Canada, it's all public, which means you wait, except in Quebec. Quebec has a 2-tiered system, much like Italy. If you want to cut the line and you want to wait, you pay and you cut the line. Now, my dad took her to Buffalo to a clinic. They checked her out. They took all the lumps out. They took the cells around the lumps. They called her the next day and they said, yeah, it was cancer. We already checked it, but we took all the cells around it. You're good. You don't need chemo. She lived another year and a half. What got her was when she had multiple strokes, went to the hospital. They won't stand you up, sit you around, move you around. So because she's lying down, she ended up with pneumonia. The pneumonia got her.
Pneumonia gets everybody. That's what got Julie. Pneumonia got Julie.
I've had pneumonia 3 times.
I've never had it, thank God. Here's Chris J. Hold the phone. Hold on, phone. When you see a thing come up on the screen, I want to teach you how the show works. When you see something come up on the screen, it means we need to pause and read it. So Chris J says that he got an MRI 2 weeks ago in Canada, and I have cancer. Chris, we're very sorry to hear that. What have they proposed? Can you tell us? Because Andrew's giving us exactly. We're hearing something very, and this is not exactly the most Christmassy thing, but you know, you're a bachelor.
No, it's not. But
and I want to know because you know we care. That's the free because he said that's free. So hopefully only a 2-week wait. Okay. Chris J says only.
Oh, wow.
Where can I ask you, Chris J, where you are in Canada? Are you in Quebec? And does Quebec have the best healthcare system in all of Canada? And does it vary on the province?
It does vary from province to province. I know that.
It does. Okay. Now, here's a guy that I know and believe. Hey, 3 open heart surgeries, years of follow-up since I was 5 years old, never a penny charged. I have a different take on the system. Now, guys, this is a guy I sat across from a table with. This is a
Angela's amazing and I trust him.
He's an amazing guy. Now, he was born with like a congenital heart problem. And obviously he's stating that here since he was 5 years old. And so it all depends on, I guess, where you are. You're an NB. What does that mean? NB.
New Brunswick.
Oh, New Brunswick. That's all the way east. That's as east as it gets, right?
Yeah, I'm in Ontario.
So NB.
And I have family in Saskatchewan, which is the prairies. Like, you'd have to drive almost 4 days to get to Saskatchewan. People don't seem to understand how big Canada is.
Okay, I want to name the provinces. How many provinces are there? Don't say the names. How many are there? There's 7. Don't, guys 10? In the chat, don't say it. So I'm going to say all the provinces that I think I know, and you tell me if I'm right. So, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Quebec, Ontario, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, British Columbia, Northern Territories. I know I'm missing something. Oh, New Brunswick. Nunavut. Nunavut. And Nunavut is not a territory, though. I think it's a territory, not a province.
And you missed Labrador.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that those are not official.
It's part of Newfoundland.
By
the way, if you want to hear an Irish accent, go to Newfoundland or Labrador.
They don't sound Irish. You think that they do? They don't. Oh,
you know what? It's like they got off the boat, they came here and went, "Okay, it's good."
I've had enough. Thanks.
I'll grab another bottle.
I have another one, but I don't know how crazy I want to go. I might do it. So that's very interesting to me. What's interesting to me is what you're saying is that in Canada, there might be a difference in your medical treatment due to where you live. Like if I live, a big bone girl from Southern Alberta, just couldn't call her small. Do you know who sang that?
Katie Lang.
That's right. Katie Lang. Like if she was living in Manitoba and she had a lump in her throat and she went to the doctor and they found out it was cancer, would she get treated for it right away or would she have to wait 18 months?
Yeah, but did she go in as Katie Lang or did she go in?
Say she's Kathy Dawn Lang. She's not a famous person.
Waiting.
She's way how much? Okay, Chris J.
Okay, I work at a
Listen,
grocery.
hold on, Andrew.
It's
Come on,
good.
come on. I'm gonna teach you how it works. Nice crystal, Dirk. Yes, thank you so much. Guess where I got it from? You, baby. Rita's
I
from
am
the
actually
beautiful
quite
Scotty Love.
envious of your wine glasses.
I got
The
them from
only
Scotty
wine,
Love.
they're beautiful. Scotty
They
Love,
are.
good, very
They're
nice dude.
absolutely gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
I have
And
some wine
I gave up
glasses.
on stems for a while because my friend Colin, who's the lead singer for Mr. North, was
Mhm.
we were very, very close for a very long time, and he used to break all my
I
wine glasses.
can't focus. I have some ones that I got with Sam when we drove out to visit her dad the one time. It says Pelee Island stenciled on the side. They grow wine there. And I use those as my regular ones. But I also have some very nice crystal wine glasses that I got from my mother when she passed.
Mm.
And I'm actually, one, scared to use them. And two, who the hell would I drink anything with from them?
I'll send you a great bottle of wine. Mike B says you're a douche. Who do you think Mike B is?
No, I don't know. He's probably talking
And who
about
do you
me.
think Mike B's talking about? Every once in a while, somebody will show up, and like I don't mind being called a douche if I think I'm being a douche. But my Mike B, how are you? What is it that's douchey that you're not
There's
into?
9 billion people on the planet.
You're a
Odds are
douche.
more than a few are considered a douche.
Yeah, no.
I mean, Sammy, well, the one time I was talking to her son, and he turns to her all frustrated, different mindset, and he goes, "Oh my God!" In a 30-second, totally innocuous conversation, he would have pissed off 90% of the people on the planet. And she just smiled sweetly and said, "Only 90%. He's mellowed in his old age."
Wow.
I was pissed off, and she called me old.
Angelo just nailed it. Provincial governments do healthcare. Feds put the money in, but they can't control it. So, yes, differences from province to province. There you
And it
go.
sucks. It sucks. I can give you an example, and you're not probably not going to like it. Before Sam passed, she was in the one hospital here, and she called me and she said, "I'm outside having a smoke," and I'm like, "This is during the shutdown," and I said, "Okay, they let you out for a smoke. I'm on my way. I'll grab you a tea and I'll meet you." And she goes, "Please do." She goes, "But the media is here," and I go, "Why is the media here?" And she goes, "They walked through my ward. All of a sudden, an hour before, my ward was filled with people. And then they walked through wearing these like yellow suits saying, 'Everybody in here has COVID. They're all going to die.' And people started freaking out. And the nurses are running around telling everybody, 'No, none of you have COVID. None of you have COVID. It's okay.' Now, one of them is lying. The guy leading the media on camera was giving this spiel. He was the CEO of that hospital. Sam goes to the desk and says, 'I'm going for a tea and coffee or smoke.' And they said, 'Okay, don't talk to anyone.' So she goes downstairs, but before she went downstairs, she stopped the elevator on every single floor. Now, she was pretty frail, but she checked back and forth, both wings, all the way down. And she said the only people she saw in the entirety of the hospital were the emergency room, sitting about 6 to 10 feet apart from each other, looking terrified, and the 2 girls working at the coffee shop. She went outside and she called me and she goes, 'He's screaming his guts out. The hospital's full to capacity. Everybody's going to die. People need to give more money.'"
Oh, God. Okay. We need to change the subject because people are texting me and saying, oh, my God, I'm so depressed right now.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but this is.
Are you smoking 100s? That's a
You
lady
call them
cigarette.
100s. I don't know. Well, they look. Ew, that looks really
That's
long.
to elongate a lady's fingers so they look more sensual.
You know
What
what?
does it say on your what brand and what kind of pack is that? Are
I
they
get
not
them
called
from
100s in Canada?
no, the 100s are actually about a finger's width longer.
That's a big
These are
cigarette.
large king.
Those are Scotty Love says they're 120s.
The 100s, we call them bitch stick.
But that is a very long cigarette. It
Yeah,
looks
but you
like
know what?
something you see in the
I get two extra.
1940s, like you know,
Okay,
like
on a large
Margot
king,
Channing from All About Eve would be like smoking a Super 120. He looks
I
like
get
a
two extra drags off this. I smoke
Tallulah
40.
Bankhead, Virginia Slims. I remember when I was a kid, Virginia
Oh my
Slims
God.
used to host the tennis. Is there anything funnier than a cigarette company sponsoring sporting events?
Oh my God. Do you know cigarette companies used to actually say, ladies, you're pregnant. Have a cigarette and relax.
Celebrate and have a champagne. Selena says, "What's everybody's favorite Christmas song?" Ooh, that's a great question.
Mm,
Oh, Holy Night, I guess.
I'll be home for Christmas.
Oh, I'll be home for Christmas. What about you, Selena? Scotty loves Nat Shermans. I used to love those Nat Shermans. I don't remember. It was 1,000 years ago. The brown ones. But I also used to buy when I was a bartender at El Rio, I used to buy the Russian ones that are multicolored, and I put them out on the bar
Do you
for the
miss when people could
customers.
smoke in the bars?
This is before when you were allowed to smoke.
Oh God, I miss that.
It was 2000 and 2002, I think the law went in. I immediately made 50% less the very next day. My salary
Yeah.
went down by 50%. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I understand it
Look,
is what it is.
smokers are the nicest people on the damn planet. Well, my kid brother, who's now 51, is still built like freaking Captain America. Prick.
Hold on. Ray
But
Ray
I
is
love him.
insisting. He's sending me, said, Dirk, I sent you a video. I'm like, okay, hold
I
on.
told my kid brother when he was going to his first house party, he was all nervous and that. I said, okay, grab a pack of cigarettes. And he goes, I don't smoke. And I go, it doesn't matter. Smokers are the nicest people on the planet, but they're a mooch. If they see a pack of cigarettes in your pocket, they will ask you for a cigarette. Grab a pack, throw one out, say you just had one, but it'll start a conversation. You're fine with the conversation. He goes, else do I do? It's my first house party. I'll go, you're going to probably see two lineups at the party. Two.
Yeah, probably.
One is for the washroom. The other is for the party favor. Make sure you pick the right lineup. He goes, what's the party favor? I go, that's the girl that just go make sure you're in the lineup for the washroom.
Ray, I have nothing from you, no video from you, no nothing. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just double checking. Ray, Dirk, again, I sent you a happy video I got from Santa. 48 hours ago. Hold on. 48 hours ago. When I see a video, I generally, videos are hard, man.
Oh, and I apologize for my suit. It's not like some fancy name. It's
Nobody
just,
gives a shit.
you
It's
know
okay.
what?
As long as it looks good on you. Listen, you can go on the red carpet and you could go to Joss A. Bank, or you could go to Men's Warehouse. If it's tailored and fitted well, you're fine.
What when
Ray,
Sammy
oh,
was
Santa sent me a video. Hold on.
oh, good one, good,
Hold
good.
on.
Can you review?
I got to download Ray. Listen, this is Raphael. I got to take care of business here. This is Raphael. We cannot fuck around with Raphael. Hold on, ready, guys? I didn't do gallery bashes because this is not the right show, but I will do it tomorrow because I'm doing regular bashes tomorrow.
What the hell is that?
It's a motorcycle.
That's nice.
Warm. It's going to be warm. It's
Nice.
amazing. It's going to be warm.
One of my exes said to me one time, she goes, "Do you have your motorcycle license?" And I said, "No, I never bothered." And she said, "Why not? I always thought you'd be the kind of guy to have it." And I said, "Cars have back seats. Where would I put you?"
So this is Ray Ray's bike, and he's getting it serviced.
Nice.
Sounds like the setup to a gay porno to me, Ray Ray. I'm your service man.
Okay, the thing I never liked about motorcycles, in a car, you've got a back seat and you've got a seat next to you.
Well,
Come on.
it is what it is.
You could fit more people in it. And in a car, you've got a trunk. Back in the day, I used to
Or a
carry a
boot if you're from
bag.
England. A boot. Do you
Whatever.
not say boot? Do you say trunk or boot?
Trunk.
What do you say?
I
Melly
used to
C
carry
says
an
Last
overnight
Christmas
bag
is her
with
favorite
like
song.
extra clothes.
What are you drinking right now, by the way?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got this liter and a half of it's red. Ooh, it's almost empty.
Yeah, I gave the bottle to Paul because I was done. I'd had my share because a bottle is too much for me. Unless I'm in company. If I was like in physical company, I would consider it. But
Good God, man, you're living. You're a guy. You can drink till you die, and you can
no, I can't.
whatever till you die.
Once there's a certain threshold I get to where I know that I'm done, and I'm pretty good with it. Pretty good with it, but that's great.
Then you use your hands.
Yeah, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Who doesn't love that, Mike Allen? Last
Not a
Christmas.
Christmas
Last
conversation.
Christmas
Sorry.
is one of the greatest. The blues, those are the Nat Shermans you liked. Selena says Last Christmas and Christmas Waltz. Ooh, I love Nancy Wilson. Christmas is all around. Great choice.
How is Nancy Wilson doing with her cancer?
No, this Chris J. This is a Christmas night. We're just cheering everybody on, saying Merry Christmas and just a toast to you. And I wish you the very, very best. And finding out that you have this new diagnosis, and I hope that God willing, you're able to overcome this, and that the Canadian system really, does you right. And I believe that it does because I believe in socialist medicine. I don't believe in the bullshit that we have here because it's a lot of money. And listen, it is very easy because I am insured, and I'm very, very, very lucky that I have the insurance. But Julie just died, and her care is going to be in the close to $1 million range, and we're waiting just to see what they deny at the end. And that's just what. Let us not forget that.
And they wonder why that CEO got popped.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be controversial, and I don't believe murder is the answer in any reason whatsoever. However, but that guy was on his way to a shareholders meeting. Shareholders meeting, meaning how do we maximize profits for our company that supplies healthcare for people? There should be under no circumstances should there ever be shareholders, people who are looking to maximize profits. Okay. Wait, hear me out there.
I will.
I know you can't help yourself. Hear me out. There should be no circumstances under the sun where somebody is profiting off of your illness. It should never happen.
Absolutely. I agree completely. I consider myself more of a capitalist. However, if I'm paying taxes, those taxes, healthcare should be completely 100% covered, regardless of the treatment.
I don't disagree.
It should be covered 100% as well. Education should be covered. People should not be held back because of what they can pay. If you have, it should be on you here and in your heart on whether or not you want to be a doctor saving lives, an artist inspiring people, or a waiter or a pipe fitter. Like, that's on you. But if the education should be covered. When I was in my first year of college, I was the only student in my school that paid his full rate, and they went on strike, and virtually
Which is
everybody
something you guys
lost.
like to do up in Canada. Scotty Love,
Yeah,
you send me a picture. Hold on. Let me
sorry,
be the
bud.
host. Let me host. Scotty
My
Love, you
bad.
just sent me a picture that's an iCloud related thing. I have Gmail. It won't let me download it. Can you just send the picture in a regular email? Can you just put it in the email as opposed to a
You can give me a
download?
spanking for interrupting.
I know I would give you a spanking, but I think you would enjoy it. I'm not giving you one because I know you're a dirty little bitch, and I didn't think that you'd be like, I've been a very bad boy, Jerky. No thanks. Well, maybe. I don't know. Depends.
I was
I haven't
actually
met you.
so
I don't know.
I was
I
standing
am a
in a bar
sucker for
one
a good
time.
clef, so who knows? YouTube is snaky, says Mike. Scotty Love, please, because I love you and I want you to send me something. But it says click to download, and when I click it, it goes to iCloud. Unfortunately, while I have iCloud, or if you want to send it to Dirk Kennedy at iCloud.com, that's super easy. It's my name at iCloud. I can grab it there because I am a cloud guy. I am an iCloud guy. So I will get it. Let me see if he sent it to me because he's that smart. He's that smart.
I,
By the way, I do have a bone to pick with the incredible people at YouTube for totally fucking up this show, man. They
YouTube
really,
sucks, and not in a fun way.
I mean, listen, they steal my chats and then they
You
shut
know
off
what?
my
What the
show.
best Christmas present I ever got as an adult was my stepdaughter actually turned to me a week ago and said, "I put you on YouTube Premium," and I'm like, "What's that?"
Oh, is that good? That's good, right? It's no commercials and
No commercials, because all of a sudden it's like I had complained to her. I'm like, what the hell is this crap? If you have a hard time getting it up and all this other garbage, and I'm like, I still wake up that way. I never have a problem. And she goes, most guys do, and I go, what the are they tailoring this for me for?
Daniel Gutierrez with $4.99 connecting back just now. Sorry, buddy, we don't know what happened, Daniel. Well, we were in midstream. Dane and Emmett, Andrew was here. We were all on. Chris on the Upper East Side. We're having a lovely time. And we just realized that we were taken offline and we don't know why. So here's a Super Chat woman for you. And Mike Callan says he heard the battery
She
breaks. It does.
scares me.
Who? Yeah,
Super chat
you
woman.
can't handle a woman like that. She's too dominant.
There's something about her that
She's too dominant for you. You don't like a
it's
dominant woman.
frightening.
You don't do you want to not want to be told what to do by a woman?
Gives me none flashbacks.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Scotty Love. Thank you, killer. And we got Scotty Love, the incomparable Scotty Love, and he sent his bike because he said, since you're showing pictures of bikes, so let's do
Ooh,
this. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. What does that say? Oh my god, that's a serious bike. Sucker Punch Sally. Wow. I mean, if I was man, I was super into downhill cycling, and I've got some crazy bicycles. Had I ever
here's a
made a
question, Dirk.
jump,
Would you rather have a classic Mustang or a classic motorcycle?
I would probably go more for the motorcycle because I'm a
Really?
cyclist kind of fella. I mean, Mustangs are not my thing. If I was going to go for like a car, I'm a Corvette guy. So Mustangs were underpowered when they came out. Took a while for them to get their act together. They were rust buckets.
My brother once
I
got it.
like them, but no, I would be more inclined to go with a two-wheel vehicle, and this is
I'd
crazy.
go with a car because it has a back seat and there's a comfortable spot for the lead
There's
to
a back
sit.
seat here, and then they get to hold on to your back and do all those things that you want.
You know what? I noticed many, many decades ago. God, that sounds bad. You can tell a lot about a woman by how she walks in heels.
Okay, be
How she,
careful now. Be careful.
I will
You're
tone it
in Ray Ray
down.
territory.
I will tone it down.
Andrew. Where's my earrings?
How they dance in heels.
That's great. That's all good.
And how they ride a horse.
How a woman walks in heels. I think
Oh, God bless.
at this end of the show, we should probably say Merry Christmas because we've been on here
Oh,
for almost 3 hours. Thank you so much. Andrew, thank you for joining me for almost the entire time. You've been incredible. And thanks to everybody for coming back after we closed out the show by accident. We don't know how, but you guys are absolutely at 93
my
listening.
apologies when it came up as a notice over you. I should have said something verbally. I did
I
not.
didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't end the show. I always say, hold the
I
door
am.
open, say please and thank you. Blah. You know how I end the show every
Yeah,
night of
absolutely. You're a
here.
saint. You are one of the few rare people on the planet. You're an incredible human being. Like, if my kids were younger and anything happened to me, I wouldn't expect you to financially pop up, but you're the person that would contact them continuously saying, how are you going? How are things? Do you want to talk about anything? You're that person. You are so unique. You're like less than 1% of the human
Nah, I'm not.
population.
I'm a vessel for the rest of you. That's all I am. I'm a vessel for the rest of you. That's all it is. It's like I'm
You're
just
also
I'm
humble.
a pretty decent guy that shows up and just I listen. I'm just a vessel for the rest of you. That's all it is. Listen, I've lived a life. You've lived a life, and we're all lucky that
Oh,
we're all
yeah.
still here. We all have people that we loved and lost and all that stuff. And I'm grateful for the last year. So, and that's why. Cheers to you. And here's the final drink of the night. Thanks so much for all of that. Cheers to you, my friend. My glass is almost empty, but it is a
Cheers
sip.
to all of you,
Cheers to
all
you.
you bastards.
Here's a cling. Thanks for
I
everybody who
have.
joined us tonight. And guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember, when you encounter unkindness, you can't always know what that person is going through. They just might be having a bad day. Either that, or maybe they're just a